So now we have Lisa Fuller. Now we have told you how to sign up a distributor. Not a foolproof way, but definitely a way that you can, really put your expectations out there and know that you have expectations. And it makes them know that you take this seriously. Now we're going to go into what do we do with those people the first 60 days? Because I think that sometimes we don't do what we need to do. And in order for us to keep people, we need to live up to our end of the bargain. Not all of us signed up to be leaders in this company, but guess what? If you want to get to these levels in the company of diamond, double, triple, presidential, and ambassador, you virtually signed up to be in leadership because people are going to be looking to you for answers. They're going to be looking to you for help and mentorship. So if those are kinds of levels of money that you wish to reach, then you have to be willing to learn and adapt to what we're supposed to do here. And here's the thing is I don't think anybody planned when I signed up to do It Works Global. I didn't think I was going to be doing this right now. But I grew and I wanted to help people. The more and more I started helping people, the more I wanted to. And one of the biggest things I've learned over the last few months, especially, is that it is not about me. It takes a village. Every person under you counts, from the brand new distributor coming in all the way up through the top. Everyone is working together for everyone's income. So it's so important that you're paying attention to people. I think a lot of times we get stuck with runners, where we're running with them and we forget about the people that we sign with those runners that are just moving slower. And I even made a very huge comment saying that I would rather sign 50 walkers than one runner. And I absolutely would, because those walkers are consistent and they're in it for the long haul. And when somebody comes in and runs, you don't know how they're going to react once they hit that wall. I have seen people get to diamond and not be here anymore. It is rare. But I will tell you what, it's usually the people that didn't engage. They didn't go to anything. They didn't get the bigger picture. They didn't get on calls. They got lucky and signed a couple people and decided that this was hobby money. So it's up to you to dictate this business and where you go in it. And that starts by how you're treating the people that you're bringing in. So let's talk about the 60 days, the first 60 days of your brand new distributors business and what that looks like for me. I want to describe what I do with my new distributor. Now, we talked about walkers and runners. We talked about having that interview with them when they're sitting there before you sign them, so you know what to expect. So I'm going to give you both versions. I'm going to give you the version of somebody that is in this part-time, who can work maybe 5-10 hours a week, and I'm going to give you the version of somebody that is moving a lot faster and putting more time in and doing more like 20 to 30 hours a week. Okay, so let's start with the walker. One of the first things I'm going to do is, after I get them signed, I'm going to make sure that I set the expectations of watching the back office videos. It does not matter whether somebody's coming in to make part-time money or whether they're coming in to go Ambassador Diamond. The same thing applies. They still need to learn the business to make that part-time money, and they still need to follow the steps to success, at least 1 and 2, over and over, if they plan on making that part-time money. And it's your job to help them get that part-time money. These part-timers and loyal customers are just as important as somebody coming in and running. And you got to remember that every single person you have out there is a feeler. And even if it's a walker and they're handing out 1 blitz card a day, it's very likely that one of those blitz cards could end up in the hand of someone that is a runner, that could change your and their business. So it's pretty exciting. And it's like building an army of people all spreading the It Works way. So I love it. I think it's fun. And we'll get back to the walker. You guys know I go off on tangents. So after I know what they're going to put in, I get their schedule. I find out what days a week they're going to plan. I make sure they plan party. If 2, I try to still get them to plan the 2 parties. And then I tell them, I say, I know you're doing this part-time and I don't want to be some annoying person, but is there, let's still schedule the party. Let's still do everything we need to do. And I want you to let me know. This is exactly what I say to them. If I'm getting too much, asking of too much, driving you crazy, calling, just let me know, because this is your business and I don't want it to be like that. But I also would like to reach some of your goals. Why was it you wanted to do this? And for a lot of walkers, it may just be the freedom away from their husband or a night away from the kids. And it could be just, I want to get my nails done or my hair without my husband jumping down my throat, or the husband going, I just want to golf, where my wife's not saying, where's the money? So figure out what that is, and make sure that they get to that amount, whether it's 200, 300, 600. We know that we can get to Ruby that way, or we can get a lot of loyal customers. So, we're still looking at building a business, and the same things still need to be done. So with my walkers, I make sure that they are going to watch the training videos that I did, plus the back office. And I'm going to give them, 2, 3 days, and we're going to set a date to talk about their notes from the training academy. And I'm also going to be texting them here and there. And I'm going to make sure that I'm talking to them twice a week. That's what I do with my walkers. How are things? Can do you need me to help you with the party? And I'm also really sensitive to the fact that if they're local and they're really busy, let me know if you can't get to something. I'll go do it for you. If I don't have anything to do, I don't mind going to do it for you if you are at work and somebody needs wrapped. This is what I do full time, so I'm really good about helping people with that kind of stuff. And again, I want them, whether they're a walker or a runner, I always ask, hey, anytime I have a party or a one-on-one wrap, I will call anyone I sign that month, and I'll say, you want to come with me? You want to just come with me to watch and learn? Because I think the more they can see it and be around it, the easier and quicker they can go off on their own and start building that business and creating the multiplication times two, and sharing and growing with the party pad and with our steps to success. It gets easier the more they see it. So every exposure, they say it takes the average person 7 times to be exposed to something to really get it. And it goes the same for being blitzed and approached with this opportunity to seeing a party done. So whether they're watching it on YouTube, encourage them to investigate things at home. And then I take my walker where my walker wants to go. But I never forget about my walker. I actually have calendars where I will put down, or an alarm in your phone that says, you've got to call Katie today. You've got to call Julie. It's your day to talk to your walkers, because we can get so caught up running with a runner that we are missing a lot of people that are still out there working this business. And it can really, you can lose people that way. And if that happens, now you have less army. Your army's fallen off of people handing out blitz cards, growing organizations. So they're important too, and you have to make sure to be diligent and get a hold of them. Now, let's talk about the runner, because that's where a lot of people come into this business and they say they want to go Ambassador Diamond, they want to retire. In fact, 85% of the people that you put into this business, that's why they're coming in. So let's talk about that person. Well, I set goals every day for that person. And I start off slow depending on the person. I look at a person's personality. If they're super shy and they're like terrified to blitz, I may start out with, okay, let's do 2 blitz cards today. When you go to breakfast at McDonald's this morning, blitz 2 people, and then it's 3. I may start easy, but we have to start somewhere. Whereas if I have somebody that's not shy and a go-getter, I might start them right off with 10 to 15. Let's get those out every day. I need to get them in the habit of doing this every day. And I call people and I say, what do you have going on this week? I will basically I have a calendar for all of the distributors I sign, and I put, Wednesday, Cheryl has this, and then Julie has this, and then Kevin has this. That way, I know where I have to be, and I'm not double booking myself, and that's important too. But also, and I want to talk about this too, when you are giving away a distributor you're signing, you need to make sure that a 3-way call is happening with the person that you put your new distributor under, the new distributor and you. Why? Because when I give someone a distributor, it's because they're working hard. It is because it's going to help our businesses, both of our businesses. It's also because I can't handle it, because I've signed too many people and I need the help. So I consider when I give a distributor away, it's now their distributor, and I need to connect them right away. And what's cool is that person now is going to have help from me and them, but I make very clear to the distributor I'm giving it to. The phone call may look something like this. Hi, Brooke, I've got a distributor coming on, and I have just signed 3 this month. I can't take any more, and you've been working so hard, and I know your next goal is presidential, and I know you'd work so well with her personality. If I give her to you, you're going to make sure that you do everything I've taught you, and blah, blah, blah. And I go through the whole talk. And absolutely, then the first thing I do is get them on a three-way call, and I let the person know that I'm giving them away and why. And I always put it to people like this: look, I want you to get as much help and support as you can. And I'm putting you under an amazing person that from both of us, you're getting it from both sides and two different personalities. So I make it an amazing thing, placements, and I think that they're there for a reason, and it shouldn't be taken lightly either. So, I set goals every day for that runner, and I talk to them every day, and I do 2 parties with a runner and with walkers. Now, there's an exception to the rule. There are some people that are a little shyer, and it may take 3 or 4, but generally it's 2 parties. I'm going to go do their launch party, then I'm going to do their first party with them and watch them do it, and help in and jump in. And then the third party, I'm just going to critique, keep my mouth shut, and just help. That's it. And then they're on their own, because this is easy and this is simple. But and at this point, I'm going to bring as many people with me to a party as I can too. Any new distributors that I've signed, every one of them, if they're local, I'm going to call and go, you know what, I'm going to be here. You want to come with me? How cool is it if somebody walks into a party to wrap 4 people, 5 distributors come with them carrying in 1 bag and everybody's having fun? I'd want to be a part of that, and it shows the support. So I also talk to my new distributor that wants to be a runner and say, look, this month, everything I do, I'm going to give me your schedule, and I'm going to let you know when I've got things going on so you can come with me. And then I'm going to encourage them again to get me in front of as many people as they can, whether it's one-on-one, or whatever. The more people we can do in 30 days, the quicker they're going to learn, and the more the business will grow. I'm also going to get my brand new distributors self-developing. I do this with both. I want them both to understand this business, what it is. So I get both people reading. Your first year in network marketing is normally my little thing that I do, because I want them to kind of be aware of the pitfalls and all those kind of things. So I make sure that when they do things on their own, all of my distributors, in that growth period, up until Diamond, once they're leaders, I make sure that I'm contacting them. I have their schedules. I call them at the beginning of the week and I say, what do you have going? And then, if they have a party Tuesday night, I text them Tuesday morning and say, good luck at your party. And Tuesday night, I'll text them after and go, how did that go? And sometimes talking to someone right after a bad party, that's what you're there for as a mentor, is to pull somebody out of that funk. Or they could talk about how great it went and what do you think you did right? Well, you should do that next time. So it really helps to talk, and it helps for you to know their schedule. The biggest thing to make your new distributor successful is to build a relationship with them. They have to be more than a box and a name in a box and somebody that's just getting you to the next level. It needs to be about them. It needs to be about their goals and dreams, and it needs to be you knowing them, know their birthdays and their families and their likes and their dislikes. Hang out with them and talk to them besides it works, because the paycheck, the rough times, none of that's what's going to keep or lose people. Neither one of those things. It's not going to be the compensation plan, and it's not going to be the product. The way you lose people is when they owe you nothing because you've built no relationship with them. I will tell you how many people underneath me have told me, oh my gosh, when I went all the way from Ruby back down to, I was done, but I thought, I can't quit on her. She believes in me. I gave her my word. She knows me. She calls. She cares. Building relationships is what it's about, and it has to be real. It cannot be faked. It can't be part of the job. It has to be genuinely something that you look forward to doing. And I will tell you, it has been nothing but a blessing, and my drive every day. When I sign up a new distributor, I can feel everything all over again, and I want to help them because I know where this can take them. And I truly am look at their goals, and they're now my goals, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to go after those goals. So keeping in touch, I believe, and building the relationship is going to be your most important thing. Making sure they're watching the videos, making sure they're staying in tune to what's going on, getting them to trainings, making them feel a part of the community, getting them in with a group of people and making them see that it works way as soon as possible, being a part of something. I read a study once that said 95% of people that look for companies like ours, it's not because of a paycheck, it's because they want to be a part of something. So make your person feel a part of something right away. So that in a nutshell is pretty much what you got to do. It's black and white. Follow the steps. The systems are there. But just know that the more time and dedication you put into your distributors, the more you're going to get out of them. So thanks, guys. Hope this helped.